Welcome to Monday Mornings with Suzanne, and I am looking forward to this day in general for several different reasons that I would like to share with you. The idea for today, March 8th, is one of gratitude for what is glorious and wonderful in our lives, perhaps something large, perhaps something small, but also gratitude when you can get to it for the things that were a little more challenging in your life. Because inevitably there's something that comes from those things that we don't know at the time. And some people call it a silver lining. There are things that are just really, really hard, and they still teach us lessons that help us take our next steps better. So I would like to start there. And I'd like to tell you just a couple of things in the process of doing that. Today is my mother's 92nd birthday. She's healthy. We just had a Zoom call with her last night. I'll be speaking with her on the phone after we hang up. And Mary Jane is doing fantastically. She has managed to find a way to stay connected and thriving and alive through the whole crazy pandemic. So I am grateful not only for her life, but also for what she's given me. And I could go on and on about what she's given me in terms of her sense of grace, in terms of listening to her body, in terms of being gentle with herself, in terms of her being who she is and learning more of that every day, growing and learning all the time. There's never a phone call that I have with her that where she isn't telling me about a new book that she just read. And the funny part is that sometimes it's a book that she told me about 5 years ago and she's forgotten that she read it. Doesn't matter. She is continuing to learn and get those neurons in her brain growing. And I think it's part of the reason why she's still with us and why she's doing so great. She's also a really vital part of her community where she lives. She still lives on her own in Sedona, and she's doing wonderfully. So I have deep gratitude for her and all the gifts that she gave me. I also, today is Sierra's birthday, my son's partner, and she is somewhere in her early 20s. I'm not exactly sure, maybe 24. And Sierra is another woman that I'm very, very grateful for because she and my son have forged a wonderful relationship, an incredible partnership. And watching them and knowing her and watching how they feed each other and take care of each other and also push each other to grow is wonderful to watch. So I have deep gratitude to Sierra. Happy birthday, Sierra, as well, if you're out there somewhere listening. And then we get to the things that are a little more challenging. 3 days ago, March 5th, was my brother's birthday. He died when he was 42 in a police shootout. He suicided. And so under very dramatic and traumatic circumstances, he died. And so this month and this time of year also reminds me of his life and who he was, who he tried to be, trying to reach beyond the trauma that he had. And it was tough. It was tough. And there were things about our relationship, particularly our relationship growing up, that pushed me to be stronger, that pushed me to stand up, that pushed me to be who I am today. So thank you, Scotty, for that. And I think about you on your birthday, even though you're no longer on the planet. And that was challenging. That's something that was very challenging. And with time and with my own work and processing of it, I am now deeply, deeply grateful for that relationship and who he was to me and what all of that meant and what it taught me. So I'm bringing it in the things that are wonderful. Some of them are big and long. Some of them are shorter. You know, I've known Sierra 4 years probably since she met Aaron. And then there are the things that are very long-standing that are challenging. The stories that each one of us have in our lives, the things that we tell ourselves about ourselves and about the people around us and the relationship that we have with them. I just finished yesterday teaching Developing and Deepening Your Craniosacral Presence. And in that training, in the last day, we take a deep dive look at what is the story in your life that's holding you back right now. What are you telling yourself? What are you believing about yourself that may not actually be true in this moment, but that's still holding you back? So that's the other thing that I'm thinking about right now is that what a rich, rich learning that was. And I love teaching craniosacral therapists because when it comes to working our own processes and healing and growing ourselves, they're all on board. And they did some great work together yesterday in that training. So if any of you are on the call this morning, know that I'm loving you all and grateful for you all today as well. And as well as the staff that was there, Carol doing the filming, Lori Chinitz being here, teaching with me, and Joanna Haymore in North Carolina. Dorian Brown and Stacy Kopsis were assisting that class, and they did a fantastic job. So deep gratitude for all of that, for having work in my life that really feeds me and nurtures me. So I start my week with that this week. Gratitude for what has been wonderful and good, and gratitude for what's been challenging, and deep gratitude to the people around me now in my world who are on the same path I am, stepping into their world, going for more aliveness, going for who they are at a soul level, so that they can walk in their world and shine. Whoever you are at a soul level, by the way, there's no high calibration for this. Your soul quality of who you are might be that you, as a man, are standing up for what's right and walking a path with integrity and talking about it. You, as a woman, could be about who you love and reach and touch in your world. And then there's what we do in our worlds for work. Work meaning what happens in the outside world. But for many people, who they are as a soul that shines forth is in the simple things. So don't be thinking in your head, oh my God, I have to find something really big to go for. No, it can be something simple. And it can be a person that you are growing into adulthood with grace and with love and tenderness, the best you can do. Okay? So with those thoughts in mind, get your feet on the floor. And I am going to be working today with the process of dropping in and grounding and filling through gratitude, through what feels grateful to me in my body. What does it feel like when I am grateful? So take a moment, let your eyes close. Bring your curiosity on board. Soles of your feet on the floor. Sitting bones in whatever chair you're resting in. Your back supported. Take a moment now and notice what you are grateful for in your world. What does it feel like in your body when you're grateful? For each one of us, it's different. I'll share mine, but don't feel like you have to take mine on. You're going to have your own feeling of gratefulness. Sometimes when I feel grateful, I have a feeling of my belly feeling really warm and present. Sometimes when I'm grateful, my heart just goes whoosh and spreads out and warms. I feel it dropping into the back of my chest as well as glowing from the front. Sometimes when I'm grateful for strength, and I will feel myself sinking deep into my spine and my bones, the sturdiest, steadiest part of who I am. If that's the case, let yourself feel that. Feel that. And then very, very easily, gracefully, gently, begin to breathe into your gratefulness. Ignite it with the air that you're breathing in, the fresh oxygen. And with each inhale, filling, opening, igniting whatever area in your body feels grateful. sometimes we're breathing in to a thought. So that might be running through your head. So allow yourself to feel gratitude, gratitude for a thought you might be having, something that has really helped you make it through. Good. And another one. And noticing what happens, what changes in your body, in your groundedness, in your sense of who you are as you sink deeper and deeper into gratitude, into what you are grateful for. And you may begin to notice new things that you're grateful for showing up in your conscious awareness. You may feel it in different parts of your body. I was just noticing that I'm grateful to my feet and legs. That I'm going to be able to take a walk later on today. I'm excited about that. Yeah. I feel my heart soften even more as I contemplate making deep connection with my beloved. Yeah, breathing in to your sitting bones on the chair or the couch, whatever's supporting you. Feeling your gratefulness, getting connected to the earth beneath you. Breathing right down into your feet. Good, good. And then allowing the earth to be breathed into you as well, and into all the areas you're grateful for. What I mean by that, letting the earth be breathed into you, for those of you that haven't done our 5 breath, energizing breath, you feel your feet, soles of your feet on the floor. You imagine that you've got lungs or gills or some other breathing apparatus right in the soles of your feet. And as you inhale, you can fill your feet, your legs, your pelvis, your torso, heart and lungs and arms and hands. With each breath, you're breathing in the rich, nurturing, solid steadiness of your breath into all your different parts. Exhaling what you no longer need as you go. So taking that first breath and filling whatever would nourish and nurture your feet and legs. Second breath, filling your pelvis, your belly, your lower back. Third breath, if you're ready, allowing it to fill your heart, your lungs, your chest, your spine. And that fourth breath, letting it just run right down your arms into your hands, streaming from your fingers. And on that fifth breath, letting your neck and your head fill and be nourished and be nourished. Yeah. And notice what it feels like to be you, full and grateful for whatever you are grateful for today, whatever that might be. Yeah. What does it feel like to be you? Starting your week from this place, full, grateful, more resilient, perhaps more creative, I'm delighted that you all are offering me the opportunity to sit down and say all of this out loud, because I have a lot of wonderful creative work to do this week. And I know that when I'm full, when I'm shining in who I am, my creativity just flows out of me. So it's a delight to be here with you. And if you're ready, you can let your eyes open. Bring your awareness back into the room. And again, I'm grateful that you're my reason to be here, talking with you about gratitude and starting my week off right. Yeah, good. Good. Take a moment to bring yourself fully onto the call with all of your fellow seekers here, kindred spirits. Yeah, kindred souls. And I would love it if, Carol, do you have your phone so I can see people's questions and thoughts?
It takes 15 seconds.
I realize that. Thank you, sweetie. Oh, Layla, good morning to you as well. I'd love to see some things in the comment. Oh, thank you, Maruna. Oh, Katya, it's good to see you're here. Yeah. Wonderful to be here with you all, full and grateful. Full and grateful for this life we are leading, with all its challenges. Yeah. Good morning, Laura. Thank you. Yeah. And Sandra, it's so interesting. You're saying thank you for reminding us of our past loved ones. This year's been very, very challenging for a lot of people in terms of the loss of loved ones, of our work, whatever our work might have been before the pandemic, of our way of moving through the world, our normal way of moving through the world. But particularly, oftentimes when people pass, once they're gone for a certain amount of time, it's as though they fade from our memory. And so thanks, Sandra, for saying that, because I do remember my brother frequently. And he is someone who was quite a challenge when he was alive. And I have a lot to be grateful for in my relationship with him. Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, in the ways that his spirit, his soul has supported me since he passed. So I feel him on that front as well. So, yeah. Great. Oh, thank you. Jody Farrell's here, Deborah Boyle, Madeline Marie, Joan Rose. Yeah. Great. Yeah. It's lovely to sit with you all this morning, to know that here we are, connected, all of us, all over the country, perhaps all over the world. And I just want to say, have a great week. I love you all. Take care. Aho.